Viene Modric, el centro, cabezazo, gol. Ronaldo!
Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
Va a pegarle Ronaldinho Gaucho. Ya lo hace. Pierna derecha, directo al arco. ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo!
Oh man, I love how that sounds. Buena. Buenos días, buena tarde, buena noche. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time you're listening to. How you doing? How's it going? I had 3 people. I have 1 person now on ING Live. Thank you for tuning in, whoever you are. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Let's talk. We're gonna talk a lot of crap today. We're gonna talk about Chelsea. We're gonna talk about Arturo Vidal. Finally, I am bringing back the Legend of the Day bit. And usually I have my guest do it, but this time there is nobody here today. So it's just me. Alright, you're going to put up with this fat guy talking a bunch of shit about the sport that we all love. You, me, her, me, him, me, all of us. We all love it. We're going to talk about it today. What do you guys want to talk about? Nobody's responding, so I guess I'll pick. Alright, let's talk about Arturo Vidal going to Barcelona. That blew my mind because, that you don't expect a signing like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to him. It's just that he's a little older and, you don't really expect, a signing like that at that age. And don't get me wrong, he's still a great player, still a fantastic player. But usually if you're gonna, sign somebody, it's for the long run. Excuse me. It's for the long run, so why would you sign somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? But enough with the negative. The positive is he's strong, aggressive, and he pretty much does what Casemiro does, just he's a lot more rough. Excuse me. It's not always good to have a rough guy like that, but at the same time, like playing against Real Madrid or playing against tough teams in the Champions League, it'll help a Barca a lot. Why? Because it'll release stress on Busquets or Coutinho or Rakitic or whoever's playing in that mid, and it'll give relieve some stress over to the defenders. So release Piqué, Umtiti, get them to relax a little bit. So Vidal, the signing of Vidal, it's strong. It makes us. I say us because I am a Barca fan. It makes us stronger, and personally, I love it. I never really liked Vidal because I've always played against him. So when it came to the South American qualifiers, I hated playing against Chile because I know we were going to face Vidal, and that asshole is aggressive. And he doesn't give a shit. He really doesn't. He don't care who you are. He's going to break your legs and break your ankles. Like there's no tomorrow. When it came to Barcelona playing against Juventus in the 2014-15 final of the Champions League, I was pissing my pants because I was like, crap, we're playing against Arturo Vidal. Obviously there was Tevez, Pirlo, Pogba, Marquisio, etc., etc. I can go on and on. But it's still a scary thought to. Not scary because he's not like, oh my god, he's like so scary. No, it's not that bad. But it's just that he's one of those players that you want to avoid. You know what I'm saying? And to have him on Barcelona, It's fantastic. It's a great signing. You know, it's still, for me personally, I feel like it's skeptical only because he at his age. You know what I'm saying? And right now, as a not as a fan, but like in general, you know, as a soccer fan, you want to be able to pick up young signings, you know, or signings that, you know, they're not hitting 27 and up. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, you buy someone at 27, 28, 29, 30, it's like, it's either, and no disrespect to any of these leagues that I'm going to mention, but most of the time when you hear this stuff going on, it's either MLS, because it's a veteran, or the CSL, which is the Chinese Super League, and lately it's been the Japanese league. You know, or that's the only time. But in this case, and it's not that Arturo Vidal is really old, it's just that me personally, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I saw Arturo Vidal just pretty much finishing his European career with Bayern Munich. And then, you know, maybe 2 years later, I would imagine he would have gone back to Chile and play for whoever he played for. I can't remember. I want to say Colo Colo, but no idea. So, yeah. So, you know, it's a great signing for Arturo Vidal, you know, and I can't wait to see him play, and I can't wait to see him put on the shirt and have his debut. So, let's go with that. Speaking of Arturo Vidal and his past team, Juventus, Juventus and Barcelona were linked with Paul Pogba, but now they're not. Now, if you really think about it, that is a crazy, crazy rumor. To think that Paul Pogba was linked, in air quotes for those who aren't on IG Live, Paul Pogba to leave Manchester United and go to Juventus, that I see only because in Juventus they're kind of restructuring, you know, with the purchase of Ronaldo, you know, and then, you know, them selling Buffon and I forget who else they sold, but now, you know, they bought João Cancelo, they bought Emre Can from Liverpool, and I think I spoke about this on my last episode, but you know, they're kind of restructuring. They're doing a lot, and so I could see Paul Pogba kind of going to Juventus, and especially with the World Cup he had. Fantastic, man. Fantastic guy. He played a great World Cup, and he was a leader. And if you weren't on Instagram and you didn't see those videos of him leading France, especially in the semifinal and the final and against Argentina, holy shit, dude. Like, that was the real Pogba that everybody wants to see. And we got him. But we got him in France at the World Cup. Now what we want to see is him at Manchester United play that same way. But the thing is, when the way he played at the World Cup was under Didier Deschamps, the French national team head coach. Now he's going on to play with Jose Mourinho. Now, I know I've gotten into arguments with Fernando about this, about how, you know, he's a good coach, and don't get me wrong, he's a great coach. The stats and the trophies prove that he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, he is, but he doesn't know how to work with creative players like that. And this past season, these past 2 seasons, we got to see a little bit of, you know, good in Pogba. Like, a game here, a game there, he would shine. He would, like, demolish. Don't get me wrong. Yes, he played a fantastic game that day against Manchester City when they were about to win in Old Trafford. I can't remember. Either way, I know it was the Manchester City Derby or Derby, and Paul Pogba had a hell of a game. He was the main man, and he stopped City, not single-handedly, but he was part of the team who stopped Man City from winning that night. So, you know, we got a glimpse of, you know, Pogba here and there. But the thing is, we want to see that Pogba, that, you know, World Cup Pogba, that Juventus Pogba. So I can see him going to Juventus But the crazy one is going to Barcelona. Why on earth would you want to sign Paul Pogba? Don't get me wrong. Yes, I know he's a fantastic player. I just described him for you, and you can see him with your own eyes. Just go on YouTube, type in Paul Pogba, you'll see what he's doing. He's doing great things. But you already have a stacked roster. You have Arturo Vidal now. You have Busquets, Rakitic, Coutinho, Dembele. You still have Andre Gomez. Sergio Roberto. You have. I can go on, and I mean they just sold Aleix Vidal, but I mean look at that. That's what 7, 8 midfielders that you have. It's kind of disrespectful in a way to those players, especially when you spent a crap load of money on Dembele and on Coutinho, to then spend more money and bring in Pogba. I get it. I get why the rumor might have started, because now you have Real Madrid who sold Cristiano Ronaldo, right? So they sold Cristiano Ronaldo. Now they don't have a big star. On the other hand, Barcelona still has Messi. So I get why the rumors are starting, as in they want to be like, all right, Ronaldo's gone, boom. Now we're the new guy. We're basically the kings of La Liga. Granted, we did win La Liga already this past season, but what Barcelona is doing right now is, trying to get these signings so that they can really have the upper hand over Real Madrid. And you're never really gonna have the upper hand of Real Madrid, because Real Madrid's Real Madrid. Same thing with Barcelona. Barcelona's Barcelona. You can sign whoever you want to sign, but those two teams are respectively the two biggest teams in La Liga, in Spain, in the world, hands down. I mean, anybody can argue that, or you can try. You're not going to win. But for that signing, or that rumor to happen, Paul Pogba over to Barcelona, that's not happening. And on top of that, it was already shut down by, if I'm not mistaken, it was Jose Mourinho, but I know it was someone in Manchester United who said Paul Pogba's not for sale. No, he's not leaving, and good. He should stay there and do what he did at France and prove everybody wrong. Obviously he doesn't really need to prove anything to anybody. I get that, but he did want to go back to Manchester United because he had unfinished business. Good. Now finish the business. And then from there, if you want to have a crazy move like going to Barcelona, then go. But right now, so far, he's only won the Europa League and the AFL Cup. I can't remember. Or FA Cup. I think it was the EFL Cup last year. That's when we won 3. And then we won... I can't remember. Anyway, I'll find out later. Don't say anything. If you guys are on Twitter, which most of you guys are, because who doesn't have Twitter besides old people? Tweet us if you disagree with me, or tweet me if you want to get your opinion out there. Tweet me at MDF Podcast 1. Okay, tweet me there. Join in on the conversation. Next thing that we got going on is another crazy thing. John Stones. You guys know John Stones. If you don't know who John Stones is, we'll get in the football world, because we all know who John Stones is. John Stones plays as a center back for Manchester City. He was recently bought last year, and he is an Englishman who played for England in the World Cup. Now, we all agree England had a fantastic World Cup. A lot of people did not believe they would go so far to go on to the semifinals of the World Cup. And they got knocked out by Croatia. But they had a great World Cup, and respectively, all the players, you can argue with some of them, but all the players had a great World Cup. And John Stones, in some games towards the end of the tournament, he played as a holding mid, which was shocking. It was shocking, yeah, it was, because he's always been a center back. And Pep Guardiola, obviously he was watching his players throughout the World Cup, And he was in an interview the other day and saying he loved how he played as a holding mid. And now he's even thinking about making him a holding mid throughout the season with Man City. Whoa! That's a bit of a change. I mean, we've seen it with Mascherano, we've seen it with Puyol, but it's like, why would you? You have Fernandinho, you have Fernando, you have Yaya Touré, or is he leaving? I think he's leaving. Sorry, my mistake. But you have holding mids there. I don't see the point. I mean, it's not absurd, like, holy shit, crazy. It's not like that. But why would you change John Stones from a center back into a holding mid? It doesn't really like click. So that's something to talk about. Will he change? I don't know. Could he have been joking? Possibly, because I can't really tell jokes. I really can't read, especially through text. I can't tell if Pep Guardiola was joking or not. But Pep Guardiola did state that John Stones could possibly be a holding mid for Manchester City this upcoming season. So tune into the Premier League, see what happens there. Willian, the Brazilian winger. Yes, the Chelsea winger. Yes, that guy. Big Afro, you know him? I know you know him. Excuse me. He stated in an interview that he wants Jose Mourinho as his coach again. Holy shit. For a Chelsea fan? And I know for a fact, if my brother hears this, my brother Kenneth hears this, he'll be like, no, he's not gone. He's got to stay with us. Calm your pants. This is just coming from Willian, okay? So Willian states that he wants Jose Mourinho to be his coach again. That's crazy. That would be another Chelsea player going on to Manchester United. So far, I know from my head, Juan Mata, Nemanja Matic, and Willian could possibly be the third player to go switch from Chelsea to Man United. Why? I don't know. I honestly don't get it. I mean, why would Man United spend the money? It doesn't make sense because you have Alexis Sanchez, okay, who's a bit older, 26, 27. Willian is about the same age, 26, 27. But you have two young guys. Marcus Rashford, who recently got the number 10. We'll get to that. And you have Anthony Martial, the young Frenchman who did not get called up to the World Cup, which I still think he should have been called up. But obviously they proved me wrong because they won the World Cup without him. But you have two young strikers there. On top of that, you still have Alexis Sanchez as the third. There's three wingers. I'm sorry, I said strikers. You have three wingers there, and then you want to bring in another one. And on top of that, I'm sorry, I didn't finish. Jose and Willian, they talk through WhatsApp, text message, etc., whatever. And Jose also knows his agent personally, and Jose's been texting his agent saying, bring him to Manchester United, bring him to United, bring him to United. So it's kind of crazy, how they still are in contact, and he really wants him to come to United. But why would you bring in another winger? Instead of reinforcing your defense, which is not the greatest, no disrespect. Yes, they are professionals. I'm here talking about them. All right, give me that. But why not? Why not reinforce your defense? Reinforce maybe even your midfield. Instead of worrying about trying to bring in an experienced player, work with what you got and improve your guys. Improve your young guys. Use that youth talent that you have. But see, that's the thing where Jose Mourinho messes up. Why? Because he doesn't use a lot of his youth talent. Look at Real Madrid when he coached there, and look at Chelsea, and look at Inter. He didn't go to his youth academies. I bet you, I can't tell you off the top of my head, but just take a look. Take a look and look if Mourinho has gone on and used his youth talent. If from any of his clubs. Maybe the Portuguese one, which Sporting. Even look at that one. Or was it Porto? I don't know. I can't remember. Don't message me. I'll figure this out afterwards. But he hasn't used any of his youth. The only one that I could say legitimately, but he was already discovered, is Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford. Why? Because Marcus Rashford was discovered by his previous owner, his previous manager, Louis van Gaal. He was already established. So Jose Mourinho already saw the potential, but he doesn't see potential in his youth. And his youth is where he needs to go. I mean, am I right or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tweet at me, MDF Podcast 1. If I'm right, also tweet at me, MDF Podcast 1. Or just chime in on Instagram. I'm on here I'll get to that because I got to change my schedule. But anyway, yes, at the end of the day, Willian stated this. Now, he could be just fueling something. He could just be messing around with the media. But from what I got was Willian wants Jose Mourinho as a coach again. Or could that mean that he wants Jose Mourinho back at Chelsea? Who knows? You could twist his words. You can, take it as what he means, but who knows? At the end of the day, it's only between Willian and Jose, and then against the media. Okay. Okay, let's talk about our boy Matt Miazga. Matt Miazga. You don't know who he is? Shame on you. Unless you're not an American fan. But shame on you, even though. Matt Miazga, he's a great center back. Tall guy. I met him when I used to work at excuse me, Soccer Post in Frank Lakes. Holy crap, man, that guy's tall. Like, I thought I was tall. Nah, man, that guy is humongous. I remember he entered the door and he had to bend his head down just to get in. Anyway, that's not the point. But great guy. If Matt Miazga, if you're listening, I'd love to have you on the show. And you're not listening. I know you're not. Anyway, he's a fantastic center back. He does a great job back there. I mean, if you looked at his games when he played for New York Red Bulls, God, that guy is just bang, bang, bang. He knows how to stop those strikers. He knows how to stop those set plays from building up and, obviously, putting the ball back to net. But Matt Miazga, Jesus, great center back. Any New York Red Bull fan, you can ask them. Ask any New York Red Bull fan, they'll tell you he's one of the best youth center backs we've ever had. And what sucks is that we lost him at such a young age. Obviously, it was good for him because he went on and he signed with Chelsea. Now, you hear Chelsea, you're like, holy crap, Chelsea, a Premier League team, an English team that's in the first division. You as a New York Red Bull fan, you're like proud. You're like, wow, that's great. Go on, and represent, and go do good. Go keep doing what you're doing and keep striving. But Chelsea being Chelsea, yeah, you know why I'd to you. Because you guys always get these young guys and then you just loan them out. What the fuck, man? You guys suck anyway? Use the guys that you're buying instead of loaning them out. Shit. Gary Cahill. Who's Gary Cahill nowadays? Nobody really. He's not a John Terry. No, hell no. He's not a Carlos Puyol or Carles Puyol. Excuse me. Matt Miazga, he's a great center back. And one thing that annoys me is that this was during the time that Miazga was bought by Chelsea. Because nowadays it's a bit different. But if you really look, at that time, European clubs didn't really look at Americans as good footballers. But nowadays, you got Matt Miazga, Christian Pulisic, or Pulisic, however you want to pronounce it, and you tweet at him, ask him. You got Timmy Way, Bobby Wood, Alphonso Davies, who just got signed by Bayern Munich. I can go on and on if I had a list in front of me, if I could look it up. But there's a lot of players out there that are in Europe and that are doing good. And nowadays, it's now that players are being recognized and are being bought. And excuse me, and that's good. That's really good for this country. For this country, that's fantastic. Why? Because ever since they missed their chance to go to the World Cup, shit has gone to hell. It's just gone down. Just nobody really cares about U.S. soccer. But now all of a sudden, now that a lot of people have been speaking out on the U.S. Soccer history, or not soccer history, sorry, just their recent success or their recent failures. Now they're being more known. Now they're being more talked about. And look, now European clubs, are speaking and are looking at the U.S. youth talent. And Christian Pulisic is basically the role model, the new Captain America. I keep calling him that because I think he's a new Captain America. But they're looking at him, and he's a role model. He did it. He left at a young age, and look at him now. He has a starting spot for Borussia Dortmund in Germany. Now that is a big club. You compare Dortmund to an MLS club, and you're like, no, mijo. Nope. Dortmund's a bigger club. Put all the MLS clubs combined. Dortmund's still a bigger club. And it's good. So basically my point is, why is Chelsea not using Matt Miazga? Why? Tell me! I don't know. I honestly don't fucking know. Doesn't make sense. He's a great center back. But you know who I'm happy for? FC Nantes. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's French. I don't have a French accent. FC Nantes. No, I can't do it. Forget it. Anyway, erase that. Just rewind past that. Don't. Anyway. So Chelsea loaned him out to FC Nantes, who plays in League One. Now that is good. I was speaking to my friend, not Matt. I mean, his name's Matt, but Matt Laloya. I talk to him on a daily basis through Instagram. He's pretty much the one who tells me a lot about Chelsea, because he's a Chelsea fan. And he talks to me a lot about American youth talent, who's coming up, and all this other stuff that he finds out. And he says what he thinks is, it's a good move because it's a different league, it's a different country, different culture, and different style of play with soccer. Now, yes, a lot of times my guests, including me, we have criticized the French league because it's only PSG, maybe Monaco, Lyon, Marseille a bit. But it's different because he's been playing at Vitesse, I don't know, but the yellow and black team that plays in the Dutch soccer league. Oh, sorry, Dutch football league. And he's been playing there for 2 to 3 years since he signed with Chelsea. And now he's going to switch over. He's being loaned out to FC Nantes, who plays in League One, which I agree with Matt, the lawyer, not Matt Miazga. It is a different football, it is a different culture, so it would be good for him so that he gets a taste of it and get a little bit more experience, especially when he's at FC Nantes, so he's going to be playing against the likes of Monaco, who have Falcao, PSG, who have Mbappe, Neymar, Cavani. So it'll be a good test for him. So I like it. But at the same time, it's like, dude, it's fucking Miazga. I want to see him play at Chelsea. I want to see him starting. Take over the Gary Cahill. And instead of playing the 3 in the back, play 4 in the back. Have Miazga play alongside Cahill. Have Miazga teach Cahill a little something. Shit. Anyway, sorry about that. Did you guys hear about Joe Hart? I kind of feel bad for the guy. He was sold today to Burnley. Player who, a Premier League team. So I guess his time comes to an end. Now it's just Ederson and Claudio Bravo. What What else? What do you guys want me to talk about? There's nobody here. There's one person on live. Who is it? Message me. Yasi says hi. Yasi! He's a Colombian guy. Colombian stepfather. Cool guy. He knows what he's talking about. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see. You know, let's talk about Chelsea. Because Chelsea fans suck anyway, and so do Chelsea. This isn't official. This is just a rumor that I heard today. And my friend Matt LaLoya, he sent me the picture from Bleacher Report. Chelsea agreed a world record fee of £71 million for, now forgive me, don't criticize me, Kepa Arrizabalaga. I don't know. Sounds like a Pokemon. A Spanish goalkeeper from Athletic Bilbao. Now, whoa, that's a goalkeeper. What does that tell you? That they're planning to sell Courtois. Look at that. They are planning to sell Courtois. That's what it seems like. Now, it's not official. Excuse me. It's not official yet. But it's a rumor. And, I mean, it should be official in a couple hours or maybe even by tonight, tomorrow morning, whatever. Because there was a picture posted of, I'll just call him Kepa. Kepa landing in London with his agent heading to London, where Chelsea is. So, let's see if Chelsea end up selling Courtois to who? Obviously, the obvious candidate is Real Madrid. Now, why? Excuse me. I'll get track. Let's talk about that real quick. Why would you sell Keylor Navas? Now, I'm not sucking on Keylor Navas because I have Costa Rican family. No, that's not why. I love Costa Ricans no matter what, but that's not why. If you look at Keylor Navas and what he's done, he's helped, he didn't do it by himself, he's helped Real Madrid bring in 3 Champions League consecutively. 3 of them in a row. Last year, this season, the season before that, and to fuck with you a little bit, the season before that. He's brought in 3. Keylor Navas, a Costa Rican goalkeeper. That's never been done in history. And if it has, tweet me at MDF Podcast 1. Because I don't know everything. I'm here to learn with you. But anyway, Keylor Navas has brought in, alongside his team, obviously, 3 Champions Leagues consecutively. Why in God's name do you want to sell him? Why do you want to bring in a new goalkeeper to push him to the side? That doesn't make any sense. Listen, I get if you're going to try to bring in a new goalkeeper because your current goalkeeper is aging. Keylor Navas isn't aging yet. Obviously you age, obviously you grow a year older every year, but he's doing good. Excuse me. He's doing good. He's still a great goalkeeper. You at least have him for the next 3 to 4 years. At least. Goalkeepers usually tend to last a lot longer than, the field players. For obvious reasons. I don't need to explain it to you. If I do, well, then you have a problem. But seriously, why? Just why? Why do you want to sell Navas? That doesn't make sense to me. A Real Madrid fan, if you're listening, or if you're listening 4 days from now, I still want to hear from you. Let me know, because it doesn't make sense. As a fan, explain to me, why would you want to get rid of Keylor Navas? The guy has saved you 3 years in a row. It doesn't click in my head why Real Madrid do things the way they've been doing. Like, for an example, they want to sell Keylor Navas. That's one. Di Maria. Why did you get rid of Di Maria? Why? That doesn't make sense to me. Till this day, it doesn't make sense. Mesut Ozil. I know Kevin Mersko, one of my guests, he said that he was a bit of a slump, like he just walked. Even though Mesut Ozil, with that team, with Xabi Alonso, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, Higuain, Di Maria, That was a sick team. You cannot tell me that wasn't a sick team. Why would you get rid of those players? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Now that you want to get rid of Keylor Navas, it seems like they're kind of revamping. Because you got rid of Ronaldo. You want to get rid of Navas. Modric is being rumored to go to Inter. Damn, there was another one. Bale is still being rumored to go to Manchester United. That's 4 key players. What are you going to do? Alright, yeah, you got Isco. You have Cruz. You have Casemiro. You have Asensio. God, I love that guy. I hate that he plays for that team, but I love Marco Asensio. You have Benzema, who, don't get me wrong, lately in training, he's been really good. You know, I've seen some videos of Benzema just doing some non-Benzema things. You know, but like, seriously, what are you going to do? Without Cristiano and without Keylor Navas. I'm not saying that they won't perform, because Real Madrid is Real Madrid. They will always perform. Whether they have a sucky season, they will grab some wins and make some upsets for other teams. But you're coming off of 3 consecutive Champions Leagues. Okay, that's huge. Doesn't matter that they didn't win a La Liga. Obviously they want to, and obviously they want to win Copa del Rey. That's understandable. Who doesn't want to win trophies year in, year out? But you're Real Madrid. Why are you going to get rid of Keylor Navas? He's your only shot stopper. And it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So if you're a Real Madrid fan, please tweet me at MDF Podcast 1. And I will respond, because I don't get your thought process. Or if you're more mad than I am, tweet me at MDF Podcast 1. So going back to Rashford, he gets to put on the number 10 this season. That's heavy. Heavy. I mean, the people who have worn the number 10 and who wear the number 10 today, it's like, it's a heavy shirt. Like, I've never experienced that, because number one, I don't like the number 10 that much. The only reason why I never like the number 10 is because, I don't know if you can see it, that guy right there, Ronaldinho, el maestro del fútbol, the king of football. For me personally, he's the king of football. Sorry, let me just fix this right here. So yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Number 10 has always been a heavy number. I mean, you got the likes of Pelé, Maradona, Messi right now, Neymar, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo once wore it, Figo wore it, Alessandro Del Piero, mamma mia, what fucking football. Now Rashford is the latest to wear the number 10 at Manchester United. Now he comes wearing it after it's been worn by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That's a heavy name. That's another one who wore number 10 left and right. Wayne Rooney, whether you like him or not, he's a Manchester United legend, also an England legend, also a football legend. Ibrahimovic wore it for one season, 2017 to 2018. That's because Wayne Rooney had left. Wayne Rooney wore it from 2007-2008 all the way till 2016-2017. After that, it was Ruud van Nistelrooy. Who is that? A Dutch legend who has played for both Real Madrid and Manchester United. He wore it from 2001-2002 to the 2005-2006 season. Before that, now, some of these names, forgive me, I don't know who they are. I will look into them later. Teddy Sheringham from 1997-98 to 2000-2001. Before that, this name particularly, he threw me off. David Beckham. I didn't know he wore the number 10 for just one season, 1996-97. I always thought he wore the number 7, but I guess it was after that he, got his number. Before Beckham was Roy Keane. Monster player. He wore it from 95-96. Then before that, this guy, he wore it for a long time. Mark Hughes. 1983-84 to 1994-95. That's what, 11 years that he wore number 10. So as you can see, there's a lot of talent on this number 10, Manchester United. Now, for the people who really don't really pay attention, yes, obviously the shirt is always different. It's manufactured by different brands, blah, blah, blah. But still, the number 10 is iconic. Oh, Francesco Totti. That's another motherfucker who wore the number 10. Jesus Christ. So, but in Manchester United, those are the guys who have worn the number 10. There's more, but number 1, I didn't know them. Number 2, I'm only going as far as 1983, so relax. So Rashford has a huge shirt to fill in. So let's see what he does. Chelsea fans, you should be happy to hear this. Real Madrid fans, I don't know how you're going to feel. Mateo Kovacic, who came from Inter Milan, I still think he was dumb for doing that, to go to Real Madrid to basically sit on bench, and recently started getting some playing time. He's pushing for a move, and he really, really wants to get out. It just, the rumor grows every day, day in, day out, that he wants to leave. And now it seems like Real Madrid just wants to give up and give the player what he wants. It seems that Chelsea are the only ones right now in the field that want his signature. So what Real Madrid have done, now again this is a rumor, Real Madrid are planning to loan Kovacic over to Chelsea with an option to buy. What does that mean? If you don't know what that means, start reading up on soccer, because you really got to start reading up. So that means that they get to loan him over to Chelsea, and if I'm not mistaken, it's only for a year. I don't know how long the contract would be. That is all it is just a rumor, so it's not official. And then at the end of the loan, Chelsea have an option to buy Kovacic. That'd be good. That'd be a good move for Kovacic, so that he get more playing time. On top of that, he's going to be playing with the likes of N'Golo Kante. Dude, I'd kill for that chance. Like, come on. And on top of that, you'd be playing with what's this fucker's name? Number 10 at Chelsea, Hazard. That fucking guy. So yeah, let me know what you think. Tweet me at MDF Podcast 1 and share your thoughts on that. Now that we're speaking on Chelsea and we spoke about several big clubs right now, I want to talk to you guys about something, and I want to kind of vent a little bit. Not really vent, but just figure out what the hell's going on. If you really think about it and this is just my opinion, so don't criticize me because I am entitled to my opinion. With the sale of Cristiano Ronaldo from Real Madrid to Juventus, right now it kind of seems like everything is balanced. Because a few weeks ago, you probably heard it. Jose Mourinho, he came out in an interview and he said, now everything is balanced. Now you're going to watch La Liga for Messi. You're going to watch Serie A for that guy, Ronaldo. And you're going to watch Premier League for me. Obviously, he's being cocky about that. No, I'm sorry. No, he did say that. He said that jokingly. But then again, he said you're going to watch the Premier League for the Premier League, because who doesn't want to watch the Premier League? It's the best soccer league in the world. Football league, I'm sorry, that's my fault. Football league in the world. And then obviously he didn't mention Bayern Munich or League One because they're just overpowered by Bayern Munich and PSG. But even though, if you really think about it, stop and think. La Liga now is very, very balanced. Because if you think about it, Real Madrid, yes, they've won the Champions League 3 years in a row, so the hype has been around Real Madrid. Hasn't really been around Barcelona. Though they have Messi and Suarez and Coutinho and Dembele and etc., 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 the hype hasn't been around them. Not once. So, taking that aside, now you look at La Liga for who? For Messi. To see what Messi's going to do because Ronaldo's not there. To see if it's going to be, and on top of that, El Clásico, yes, it won't be the same because of the fact that, sorry, I'm scratching I got a mosquito bite. It's really freaking annoying. Now El Clásico is not going to be as good because it's not going to be as good because El Clásico has always delivered, whether it was a scoreless draw or a draw or a thrashing. It always delivers. It's always going to be interesting. But now you're not going to see Messi versus Ronaldo. It's going to be Messi versus Real Madrid and co. Or they're going to say Messi versus Bale and co. No, that doesn't work that way, pal. Bale is not at Ronaldo's level. Bale got there because originally he was supposed to be Ronaldo's replacement. But it really hasn't shown anything. If anything, Asensio has shown that he's more a replacement than Bale. So La Liga, that's taken care of with Messi and Barcelona. Okay, that's why you'll be watching La Liga. Or if you're a Real Madrid fan, Atletico Madrid fan, then yeah, you can watch that. Now you go to Serie A. Let's go to Italy. In Serie A, you're gonna watch because you're gonna want to see what Ronaldo's gonna do, because he already conquered in Portugal. Boom, took care of that. He conquered at Man United. He won the Champions League and he won the Premier League and he won the FA Cup in England. Boom, took care of that. Business done. Then he went to La Liga and he went and he faced his biggest rival, Messi, and he conquered. He had his ups and downs, but he conquered. He won the La Liga once. I know he won Copa del Rey once. I don't know if it's more than once. He won the FIFA Club World Cup with Real Madrid, and he won the Champions League 4 times with Real Madrid. He basically took care of every trophy there was to win with Real Madrid in Spain. Done. Now he's in Serie A with La Juventus, the white and black team. Their nickname is the Old Lady. I still don't understand why. Any Italians, you listening? You want to explain it to me? Because I have no idea. So now you're going to want to see that. On top of that, not only is it because Ronaldo is at Juventus. No, that's not the only reason. Another reason, if you have not been paying attention, shame on you. Anyway, Inter Milan has been doing a lot of good stuff. They've brought in Lautaro Martinez, the young Argentinian striker. And now he's going to be paired up with Mauro Icardi, the guy who wasn't taken to the World Cup to help Argentina go through to the final. So, Inter Milan have been kind of quiet with their transfer market because nobody's paying attention to them. Everybody's paying attention to La Liga because it's La Liga. Premier League, you can't compete with Premier League. But they haven't paid attention to Inter Milan. Nobody's paid attention to Inter Milan. And they recently signed, I can't pronounce his name, so don't fucking come at me, okay? The Croatian right back. Man, what a right back. He did a fantastic job throughout the entire World Cup. You can't tell me he didn't. He did a great job. He pretty much stopped anybody down that flank. Anybody. And he is now a Inter Milan player. And they did I think that was a great buy. So if you haven't paid attention, you're missing out on a great transfer window, a transfer market. Because Inter Milan, they're doing something good. That's not the only Milan. The other Milan that I spoke about last week, I said And yes, I said that I don't think the switch would happen with Higuain and Bonucci. Well, fuck me, because turns out I'm wrong. Gonzalo Higuain switched over to AC Milan. And Bonucci now is back home at La Juventus. And also, not a lot of people have been paying attention, and I am one of those people who haven't been paying attention. But Gonzalo Higuain didn't come alone. He came with Matias Caldara. Who's that? I don't know. He just came in with Gonzalo at Juventus. And he's also a good player, so we should not disrespect him. But, alright, so yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted because I'm extending this a little bit. So, if you really think about it, you know, that's taken care of. So, it's kind of balanced there. Now, it's not only Juventus. Obviously, it's still Juventus superior because they have Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever. So, it's Juventus, Napoli, Inter Milan, and now possibly AC Milan will probably compete. Did I say Napoli? I think I said Napoli. Well, Napoli's in there. On top of that, AC Milan have made a big signing that not a lot of people are talking about. Paolo Maldini has signed with AC Milan as their sporting director. How fucking amazing is that? That's great. That's great for AC Milan. He has a lot of experience. Okay, he's smart in the game. And let's see if all this knowledge that he has with him, he can bring it to the table and bring in some good players and see what he could do with AC Milan. So right there, Serie A is balanced. Okay, let's move over to let's leave Premier League for last because Premier League is fantastic. League One. Let's go to France. It's PSG. Okay. Monaco is always going to compete. Lyon is always going to compete. And so is Marseille. So not too much of a change there. They brought in Gigi Buffon. Fan-fucking-tastic goalkeeper. Great buy. 100%. I agree with it. I love it. Let's just see how he performs. And one thing I like about what Gigi Buffon, not to get off track, what he said was that I didn't come here because I thought I was gonna get the starting role. You're mistaken. I came here to fight for my place like I did at Juventus, which is true. He went to Juventus, to fight for his place, not to think that he got it. Granted, he wasn't established, but even today, the guy is still as humble as he was when he started with Juventus. And look, he's already claiming, I'm not here to take the starting, to think that I already got the starting role. No, I'm here to fight for my place with Areola, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Kevin Trapp. Look, you got 3 goalkeepers. Damn, it's going to be hard for PSG, for everybody else. Anyway, so League One is already balanced. Bundesliga is Bayern Munich, and then there's Dortmund, and then there's Stuttgart, and then there's Frankfurt, and then there's Werder Bremen, and then there's Wolfsburg. There's a bunch of teams there that follow Schalke, that follow after Bayern Munich. Because Bayern Munich, we all know. Well, I mean, on top of that, Jerome Boateng is rumored to leave. PSG was in early talks with Bayern Munich for Jerome Boateng, but now this morning, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. He's being told, Jerome Boateng is being told by Frank Ribery to not go to Manchester United or Arsenal. You really think he's going to go to Arsenal? No offense, Arsenal fans, and no offense to anybody from Arsenal who is not listening. But I'd go to Man United over Arsenal. But yeah, he's being rumored to leave. And Frank Ribery is telling him not to go, to stay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it would be good for Man United. For Bayern Munich, they can come up with somebody else. But at the same time, Bayern Munich, they have a new coach. So we don't know if they're going to continue winning, or is this going to change things a bit? Or is it even not on Bayern Munich? Are all the other teams going to up their game and just like come out of nowhere and like bang, 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 and be like, Bayern Munich, you're not the only team now. Now it'll be more balanced. Okay? Enough with those leagues. The next league is Premier League. Premier League has always been balanced. Manchester City right now, still very dominant. If you've seen the game against Chelsea, you know what I'm talking about. They lost 2-0, 2-1. Can't remember. All I know is City won. Kind of happy because, not really. I don't really care because I don't like either team. So City is still a dominant team. Manchester United right now, they're kind of still in a transition where they're finding their style of play. Because they've been with Jose Mourinho for 2 years now. This is his third. He's going on to his third this season. Sorry. He's going on to his third season. And there's still a lot of drama going around. And it's not only him causing it because that's what he's known for. He causes drama. But at the same time, it's like you're not really scared of facing Man United because they're in trouble. Their defense is Chris Smalling, Phil Jones, Marcos Rojo, who's being rumored to leave. Eric Bailly is the strongest defender that they have. Then they have center back. They have Antonio Valencia playing right back, he was originally a right wing / right mid. They converted him to a right back. I still don't like that idea. I feel like he was more useful up top. Left back, they got Luke Shaw. Come on, bro, give me a break. No offense, but Alberto Moreno, who barely plays for Liverpool, plays better than Luke Shaw. In midfield, I'll give it to you. You have Nemanja Matic, you have Juan Mata, Ander Herrera, Alexis Sanchez, who's a winger, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, then up top Lukaku, Paul Pogba in the middle. You got these great players, but it's like there's no mold. Like it doesn't seem like Jose Mourinho knows how to mold them together. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as a Man United fan, you're excited because you hear the names, and on paper, bro, you have to shit your pants because you hear the likes of Pogba, Bailly, David De Gea in goal, Ander Herrera, Nemanja Matic, Alexis Sanchez, Romelu Lukaku. You hear those names on paper for Man United, and you're like, holy shit. But then you play them, and it's like, where's the Manchester United we grew up loving and being scared of? You don't see that anymore. Excuse me. And it's like, what's going on? Then you have Chelsea, who, after Didier Drogba, after his era, they kind of went down the toilet. It's like, what? Who are we facing? Chelsea? No. The only person you're going to be scared of is either Hazard on the right side, or left, either or Willian on the other side. Who else are you going to be scared of? Aspi Piliqueta? Okay, I'll give it to him. Gary Cahill? No. Victor Moses? No. Fabregas? Please. Fabregas. Who else? Alvaro Morata? What the hell has he been doing? Then one of the worst signings possible, Oliver Giroud? Give me a break. He barely did anything in the World Cup. Who else you got? N'Golo Kante is... Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. Forgive me. There's another guy. There's another guy right there that you got going on. I mean, he's another guy. He's another fantastic guy that you should be scared of. But who else? I mean, seriously, who else is there? N'Golo Kante, Eden Hazard, Willian. That's it. That's basically it. Because who else are you going to be scared of? Tell me. If you have somebody that you think is a scary player in Chelsea, tweet me at MDF Podcast 1. Because honestly, I don't see anybody besides Hazard, N'Golo Kante, and Willian. That's it. You can't tell me that there's another player there that can scare the shit out of you. Because you really can't. And don't tell me about the new signing, Jorginho, that came from Napoli. He's still fresh, he's still new, so you can't really talk about him. So we talked about City, dominant, United, they need to do some stuff. Chelsea, I'm not going to say anything. Now, Tottenham Hotspurs, they've been doing, or Mauricio Pochettino have been doing a great job with Spurs. But the only thing that they're missing, literally, is a trophy. You might be laughing, but that's all they need. Think about it. They have Harry Kane. They have Eric Lamela. They have Son. They have Christian Eriksen. They have the Colombian Davinson in back. They have Hugo Lloris, a World Cup champion now, and he's always been considered a great goalkeeper. Okay, you have... I was gonna say Kyle Walker. No, he's not. He's not there anymore. He's at City. Yeah, I would go on and on, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you have been watching football in the past few years, you know Tottenham Hotspurs are a team to compete against, a team to watch out. They've done good. They've done their work. The only thing they need is a trophy. That's it. And you can't say that they're not a Premier League contender, because they are. They really are. They're up there. They're second, at least second to Manchester City. If I'm going to predict the Premier League, I'm going to say it's City again, with Tottenham Hotspur coming in second. I'm going to say it. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. This next team that I'm going to talk about, they're probably contender. So, to finish Tottenham Hotspur, they only need a trophy. That's it. And obviously it's easier said than done, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Is that they're a good team. They're a young squad. They have good players. They just need to be a little bit more consistent. And now with this... I'm sorry. Dele Alli is another fucker. He's another asshole who's a great player on Tottenham Hotspur. So... they just need to be a little bit more consistent, and with England's recent success at the World Cup, I think this gives them a little bit more of an edge. I personally think this gives them a little bit more of an edge, and I think that they can actually compete for first place in the Premier League. And if you think I'm crazy, go ahead and tweet me. Sorry, I'm trying to put my finger here. Tweet me at MDF Podcast 1. Okay? Join in on the conversation. Liverpool. They made it to the Champions League final against Real Madrid. They pissed me the hell off because I wanted them to win, to shut Real Madrid up. But they didn't. They failed me. But they did a great job in the Premier League. You can't say no. You really can't. I don't give a shit if they came in third or fourth. Fourth, because Man United and fourth. That doesn't matter. They stopped Man City twice in the Premier League. They stopped them. Okay? Yes, United did too, but Liverpool did it in style. They did it in style. They stopped them. They could be a contender for the Premier League. Hands down. Choked. Who's that? LUIC.44. That's on Instagram if you're listening. He agrees with me. Liverpool choked against Real Madrid. Hold up. I think I know who you are. And if I think I know who you are, you're a Real Madrid fan. And if you're a Real Madrid fan, then I despise you. And if I know who you are, I like you away from soccer. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Liverpool is a contender for the Premier League. And they have... Just saying the name is like... Oh my God. They have Mo Salah. Now, before you start saying, he's a joke, whatever, you can't say that because he performed well with his club. He performed very well with his club. I personally believe he didn't have enough time to recover in order to come back and do what he had to do at the World Cup. Okay? But that's aside from the point. You have Mo Salah. You have Bobby Firmino. I said that so gringo. Bobby Firmino. I'm sorry. You have Sadio Mane, Jordan Henderson, that Dutch player that I can't pronounce his last name, Wijnaldum, something like that. Forgive me. Dejan Lovren, Nathan Klein, who's been injured, but he's a fantastic right back. Listen, if you're playing FIFA and you're playing manager mode, do yourself a favor. If you want a good right back, go ahead, go to Liverpool and buy Nathan Klein. If you're a Liverpool manager in FIFA manager mode, don't tell him. He's a fantastic right back. And on top of that, they bought the Brazilian Alisson, goalkeeper. Fantastic goalkeeper. Not because I'm Brazilian. Not at all. They also have, and they also bought, holy shit, number 23, Shaqiri, the Swiss. Holy crap. Shaqiri did a fantastic job at the World Cup. Remember that goal at the Euro? You don't remember it? Shame on you. That's my third time saying that. Shame on you. Go on YouTube, type in Shaqiri, and you'll see what goal I'm talking about. Holy shit. Okay, let me stop real quick and just see what this guy wrote. Don't forget the other center back. Which other center back? For what club? You. I'm talking to you. You. Tell me what club and what center back. So yeah, Liverpool. What center back is it though? Sorry guys, for those of you listening not on IG Live, I'm speaking to a listener, my first time actually. He's talking to me about to not forget about the other center back in Liverpool. Is it Matip? Joel Matip or Joel Matip? No, it can't be. Oh, Van Dijk! Yes! Oh, dude, thank you. This is why I need people interacting with my IG Live. Yes, you're so right. Van Dijk, the Dutchman. Holy crap. Another player for Liverpool. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Dijk. That's who can get past those two? Van Dijk and Lovren. I mean, come on. Seriously. That's a great duo in the back. And if you okay, now you know what? Now I'm gonna go back to the FIFA manager mode. If you have those two, or if you want to buy them on FIFA manager mode, buy them and don't sell them, because those two are great, fantastic players. But anyway, so yeah, back to the whole thing with everything being balanced. If you really think about it, everything's balanced. Premier League has always been balanced. Okay, yes, Chelsea and Man United, they have their thing going. Oh, I forgot to talk about Arsenal. Arsenal, they're going through a change right now. They got Unai Emery as their new head coach. And I honestly don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what's going on. I don't see anything like flashy. Cause all right, I get it. They got Aubameyang, they got Lacazette, which on paper they sound fantastic, and you should shit your pants thinking that you're gonna play against them. Because then there's Ozil, Mkhitaryan. Yeah, there might be other players. Aaron Ramsey, Lauren Koscielny, Peter Cech. I go on and on if I remembered, but I don't right now. So, you have those guys. So, Premier League is pretty much balanced. Bundesliga is Bayern Munich. League 1 is PSG. Now, if you take out... Hold on, this guy is telling me... Oh, no, that's United. Yeah, David De Gea's United. Come on, man. Get with the program. Anyway. Bayern Munich... Bundesliga, if you take out Bayern Munich, you have a pretty much even balanced league. League 1, if you take out PSG, you have a balanced league. You give Monaco and Marseille and Lyon the upper hand at times. La Liga is now balanced. And Serie A is now balanced. And now Serie A is going to be... I don't want to say it's going to be dominated just because they have Ronaldo. Juventus have Ronaldo. It's not true. You never know what's going to happen. On paper, yes, I'm going to say Juventus is going to win again because of Ronaldo. Because of his added strength and his experience. And he's older now, but he's still fucking amazing. So, if you really think about it, stop and think. Right after I'm done with the show, stop and think and really, really, really think. How even are all the leagues now? It's kind of weird. It's not like where last season you're like, oh my God, Real Madrid is going to win again, or Bayern Munich is going to, or City. Like basically those are the three teams. Now it's kind of even. You don't see people talking about, or you don't hear people talking about how this team's automatically going to win. The only places you're going to hear that is League 1 and Bundesliga, due to the fact that Bayern Munich has always won and they're always stacked. Same thing with PSG. Okay, but just look at all these leagues, and look at the teams and what they have to do. United have to fix. Chelsea have to fix. Arsenal has a long way to fix. Who knows? They might have a miracle season, under Unai Emery after Arsene Wenger left. Real Madrid, they're kind of restructuring in a weird way. Like, I don't get it. Barcelona, they're kind of doing something weird. It seems like from the outside, it seems like Messi runs Barcelona because he tells them who to buy, blah, blah. Now, obviously, that's a rumor. Nobody knows that. It was just made up, probably by me, or I don't know. And then Serie A right now is very interesting because Inter Milan are doing a lot. AC Milan, they got Higuain. They gave up Bonucci, and they got Matias Caldera. They brought in Paolo Maldini as a sporting director. They stuck with Renato Gattuso as their head coach, and he's doing something good. So really, really think about it, and just look at what these guys are doing. Like at all these clubs that are old favorite clubs. Like I said, AC Milan, Inter Milan. At what they're doing, and you'll see how a lot of things are a lot more balanced. Now, speaking of all these teams, because that's what this podcast does. Duh, Andres, I know. I didn't get to a lot of things. There was a lot of things that I didn't get to that I'll probably get to. Now, to the one viewer right now, since you'll probably find out right now, but the people who are listening, whenever they listen, I'm going to do a change. I'm going to do my shows. I think I'm going to do my shows on Wednesdays. I'm going to do my shows once during the week and then another during the weekend. So I'm going to try and maybe, obviously this week I'm going to stick to Tuesday because today is Tuesday. It's 9:14 right now at Tuesday, August 7th. Then I'll see if I do another one maybe this Saturday, if not Sunday. But after this week, I'll start and I'll continue. I'll do my shows every Wednesday and Sunday, so that there's enough time for me to gather information and enough time for you to tune in, so that you guys are used to it. If you guys can, please follow me on my page that I post all my news and all my, all that other stuff, the memes and crap. It's at Mundo D, as in the letter D, like this, right? Yeah, D-E-E, Futbol. Okay, follow me at Mundo D-E-E, Futbol. And, share the page to other people. Share the page to other soccer fans. Oh, sorry, that's my mistake. That's a big no-no in the Mundo football world. No soccer, football. Okay, share it to your football friends, football fans that you know. Also, I sell merchandise. If you haven't known, shame on you, because I do share. I do. Give me 1 second, only because I am trying to. There we go. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't mean to leave that like that. So yeah, I do sell merchandise, and if you want to check that page out, it's at MDF Merchandise. I post whatever I get in that's new. I post what I have. Right now I have a bunch of World Cup stuff, and I have 2, not just 1, but 2 events this month. Coincidentally, both are on the same day. Now, one, I've been posting on all my pages and on my personal page too. The one that I'm going to do at night, which will be from 2 to 7 or 3 to 7, depending on what time I get there. It'll be it's my good friend, my competitor actually, Futbol. He's hosting a 7v7 tournament in Hillside. I know it's on Constant Street or Conan Street. I can't remember. I'll post it up again. So if you guys are interested, I think there's still some time. I think there's still 2 to 3 spots left. I have no idea, but I know it's a 7v7 tournament. It'll be a knockout round. So as soon as you get in, you lose, you're out. You win, you continue. The winner gets half the pot. I'll be doing something a little special for the winners to see if maybe I can give away some stuff. But if you guys want, please show up. There'll be some barbecue. It's kind of like a family-friendly, obviously business event, but family is all welcome. You don't have to go to play. You can go just for the food and do some shopping with Mundo Futbol, and show some support to whoever's playing if you have a team playing. If not, just go for the fun. It's going to be a fun time. And I'm also doing another event the same day, but in the morning, and I'm wearing my shirt to represent boys soccer, which should be wrong, it should be football. MRHS alumni game, August 26, 2017. This was last year's. Now there's a new one this year. Now, you guys have heard my guest, the Sanchez, which is Danny Sanchez. He is a head coach of the Manchester Regional High School. He's the varsity coach, and every year for the past, I think, 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember, he's been hosting alumni games at his high school to raise money for the soccer program. Now, it's free to get in. If you know what, I take that back because I have no idea if it's free to get in. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't remember me paying, but that's because I was working. Anyway, that's not the point. I think it's free to get in. I'm not 100% sure. I'll get the info as soon as I can. It's obviously the alumni, which is the people who have graduated. They come and they play against the varsity boys, and they raise money for for the football program that they have at Manchester, so that they get new uniforms, new equipment, whatever the program needs. They'll be selling food. Okay, it's not expensive. It's not like going to a football game where you have to pay a crap load of money. Don't worry about it. There'll be barbecuing food. There'll be drinks, snacks here and there, whatever. And I'll also be there. I'll be there from, I think it starts at 10, and I think it ends at like 2 or 1, something like that. Can't remember. But go, show some support. I guess if you want to donate some money to help out, donate. Go ahead, feel free. Or I guess your donation would be to buy some food and whatever it is. And I think I'm also thinking about, I got to talk to my partner. I do have a partner, not a relationship partner, a business partner. I think we'll be doing something to help, donate and help raise more money for the soccer program. So go there too, and we will be there. We'll be there from as soon as they start till about, I think they'll end around like 2 or 3. So around that time, I'll start packing up and going. Whatever jerseys you want that are out that we don't have there on hand, we'll be taking down people's information, emails, cell phone number, name, everything, because our website is almost done. I finally finished logging in everything on the website just the other day, and it's finally coming along. And so as soon as the website is up, once we have your information, we'll be emailing it to you. We'll be emailing you coupons because you guys have been with us since the start. So the website is almost up. I got 2 events coming up, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun for both events. It's going to be fun. The first one is for the Manchester High School. Okay. If you guys need the information, I'll post it up. Go to have fun, enjoy your time, support the alumni because they're old, support the varsity because they're young, and let's just have some fun. Let's go to have some fun. Obviously, I'm going to make that money, but obviously, let's go have some fun. Get to know people, get to know my loyal customers. And bring some people, man. Bring as much people. Bring your aunt, bring your uncle, bring your grandfather, bring your great-grandfather, bring your sister friends, bring your sister's boyfriend, bring your brother, bring your brother's girlfriend, bring their brother's girlfriend family. Bring everybody and anybody to both events. If you can't make it to one, go to the other. One's in Haledon, New Jersey. The other one's in Hillside, New Jersey. Not that far apart for me because I drive a lot. But, yeah, guys. So, please, I will be posting it constantly. I'm sorry, I didn't even say the date. How stupid am I? August 25th! Don't forget, I will be posting them. I'm going to do another episode on Sunday. So take care, have a good day, or good night, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, and take care. Bye. How do you think this off?